I'm Alex Alvarez. I'm the founder and director of the Noman School of Visual Effects in Hollywood, as well as a creature artist working with 3D tools for about 15 years.
My name is Neville Page, and I'm a character designer in the film industry.
I'm John Rosengrant, one of the owners of Legacy Effects. I got my start in this business with the late great Stan Winston.
I'm Scott Patton. I'm the lead character designer here at Legacy Effects.
Hi there, it's Richard Taylor here at the Witter Workshop.
Hello, I'm Aaron Sims. I'm the owner of the Aaron Sims Company.
Well, I'm Rick Baker, and I'm a special makeup effects artist.
The first time I started playing with ZBrush, it became immediately clear to me that all of a sudden, with this new tool, 3D became fun again.
What's great about ZBrush is it's a tool that, for me, as coming from a more traditional background as a sculptor for so many years, it was one of the tools that I actually really gravitated towards because of the ease. It was a digital clay, something that, before there was nothing like it.
It was like a light went on over my head. It was like, it was the light at the end of the tunnel. I saw illustration, sculpture, just everything that I did for 17 years in makeup effects, all balled into this one program that was just this amazing, it has this amazing ability to just kind of freeform make things.
The fact that it was so organic, it was so much like the way I was, that I would sculpt. Pushing and pulling and adding and subtracting.
And all of a sudden the ability to just have a lump of clay and forget about all these technical things and just have fun. Just be able to sit and sculpt, but faster than I could sculpt traditionally.
Historically, when you design a character, oftentimes as a maquette that you would sculpt, and to fully explain it in the round, it would need to be in color, it would need to be done with specific materials, etc., etc.
If we had this tool back on Jurassic Park, we could have sculpted that T-Rex instead of, we have a big 5th scale T-Rex, which was a beautiful sculpt. But God forbid if Steven Spielberg had come in and said, you know what, I think I want those legs a little shorter. Well, then you're sawing that sculpture in half and you're repositioning all that, and you're tearing off all this work in clay that you've done.
Can we make the maquette a little bit taller, a little bit shorter, a little wider? Can you change the texture from wrinkly to fish scales, something like that? In a traditional maquette, that was a big deal, time-wise.
I spent so much time doing maquettes and artwork that is only half realized because it's only from one direction. It's two-dimensional.
When I would do a Photoshop design, you paint it from one view. And when you want to see this, if you're doing a front view and you want to see the side view, then that's a whole other Photoshop painting.
If it takes you 2 weeks to make, let's say, one creature like it used to, or months, then in a year, how many creatures are you really making? How much are you learning from the last one?
With ZBrush, I thought, well, that's great. If I actually make a 3D model that I can rotate around, I do the work once, and then I can just look at it from any view.
Not only can you make those changes much more easily, much quicker, but you can do it with the client sitting next to you.
All right, you want to see that? So then, whoop, here's another version of it. Shorten legs, shorten tail, whatever, and then, oh, you know what? I actually don't like that, so okay, no harm, no foul. Then we go back to what we had.
And that allows the producer-director to actually truly collaborate with you and be able to explain exactly the idea and have it happen in front of them.
So it increases the options for the director.
The flexibility with it, with working with a client, is something that has never been, achieved before, where a client can sit behind you and you can actually manipulate this concept in a way that just blows them away, and also it just allows for the director to basically see his vision being created right before his eyes.
And that's extremely powerful for me as an artist and for the team effort in a production.
Now on Avatar, we started doing, really jumped in on creating the Navi characters and the avatars, and we started doing some of the creature, helped out. ZBrush really became a seminal turning point moment on that film for us. Scott Patton was part of the design team, and he was really well versed in working with ZBrush. It was really becoming apparent that if we were to really give a rendered out design that you could view from 360 without having to do a clay sculpt, that would become very important.
One of the greatest things about ZBrush with Avatar in particular was that we could, in the round, dynamically explore the graphics, and not just in the round, but also symmetrically, which is a huge part of making animal textures look viable. And at some point, you got to make it a little bit more asymmetric so it feels natural. But the ability to do it live all the way around a creature, and it reconciles not necessarily itself, but you're doing it fully, top, side, bottom, all the orthographic views are coming together at the same time. On Green Lantern, we have actually more creatures. I'd say twice as many creatures as we did in Avatar, and about a third the amount of time, maybe less than that, to develop them. I embraced using ZBrush as the sketch tool. And myself and Tully Summers were able to knock out so many 3D sketches that all looked, they were all to a level that were critiquable. The director could see them rotating, and we could show him different materials even, quick passes of color, and he was able to make very accurate evaluations and decide very quickly which characters to go with.
I've had directors say, I got more done in 45 minutes sitting and tweaking this model here than I got with a huge company in 3 weeks of kind of a design process.
ZBrush, you can just do it, and you can change the lighting and change the colors and render it out and have it look really great.
And when ZBrush came around, I realized this is it. This is the ticket. This is the thing that all sculptors, all traditional artists are going to embrace. And what's great is it's a tool that constantly keeps evolving and evolving with the artist.
So it's something that's really empowering to artists and has made everything more accessible.
We're taking a huge step forward every time we do a show. And now we've gone on to making suits, practical creature suits, creature animatronics, we've done robots, right now we're working on digital makeup.
So it went from being, 3D being slower than, traditional media by far, to all of a sudden leapfrogging and being a faster process.
You could say, here's the real model, here's the thing, here's what it's really going to look like in all dimensions.
It's going to be faster for me to sketch using ZBrush than it would be to sketch on a piece of paper a view that, if you don't like it, for me to change that view, I'm going to have to go back literally to the drawing board, redraw it in a few hours.
ZBrush just speeds that up, and that's the thing with the movie industry, is that it's as fast as you need it. The clients don't have patience to wait a week for a concept.
You're just turning them out one after the other, and you're growing as an artist.
It's really made inroads into the minds of directors. Jim Cameron loves, he'd go, well, I think we need a ZBrush sculpt for that. Which made me feel good, because it was like, well, it's validating this whole process.
And so what this tool has done is allowed for me as a designer to go faster than I ever have, not worry about the limitations of putting an armature inside clay or anything like that.
Now they come to us for designing, they come to us for you know, maquettes, they come to us for just, you know, concept art, full-size animatronics, anything. It's kind of opened the doors to a lot of different aspects of the industry.
And I think for anybody in the industry is why we're a big part of what we love about the industry. It doesn't get old. It just keeps changing and improving, and that we're all very excited to see, you know, companies like Pixologic being progressive and allowing us to look to the future as something that's going to just get better and better and better.
Digital technology, not drawing, and sculpting directly, sketching directly 3D is a smarter way for certain projects, certain characters.
Well then, by doing this in ZBrush, so we can rapid prototype out these parts and hold on to that detail, it's just, I can't say enough about it. It's really been a game changer for us.
It just changed, it changed the way I felt about working in 3D on the computer, and I love it.
For the most part, you can't beat the speed of digital.
Hi there, it's Richard Taylor here at the Witter Workshop, and I just wanted to lend my voice and congratulations to you from all of us here for 10 years in the business. What an incredible product and what an incredible company. The suite of tools that you've given us has allowed us to create some of the most fantastical things that we're doing, and also helping others around the world to do the same. So cheers to you all, and congratulations from everyone here.
Hi, I'm JJ Abrams, and I just wanted to say thank you to all the amazing programmers and artists and companies like Pixologic that create tools that allow people like you to help people like me tell stories that only existed in our dreams before. The worlds and creatures that you're able to create now because of the work that you do is just mind-blowing, and I couldn't be more grateful, and neither could moviegoers. So thank you so much.